My name is Captain Compost, and I'm here to teach you all about composting at your school. I fight to keep food out of the trash while teaching students how to be food waste warriors like I am. Putting your food scraps into the compost may seem like something small, but keeping your leftover food out of the trash has a big impact on our environment and the planet.
What is compost?
Compost is a type of soil that's created when organic materials like food scraps or paper towels are allowed to decompose or break down naturally.
Compost is rich in nutrients and can be used to grow plants and food and to create healthy soils. Why should we compost? Composting helps keep organic materials out of landfills and reduces the amount of landfills around the world. What is a landfill, you may ask? A landfill is basically just a big hole in our earth where we put all of our trash.
Did you know that it can take up to 25 years for a single head of lettuce to break down in the landfill? In a compost pile, it only takes 3 to 4 months.
When food breaks down without oxygen in a landfill, it produces a greenhouse gas called methane, which significantly contributes to global warming. Composting protects the air we breathe, the water we drink, and is better for people, animals, and the environment. What does go into the compost?
All of your food scraps and paper products that can't be recycled should go into the compost. You can compost
meat and cheese, fruits and vegetables, pizza and nachos, bread and pasta, napkins and paper towels, paper trays and plates. What does not go into the compost?
You should not put any plastic, metal, or glass into the compost because these items do not break down as quickly as organic materials. You should not compost
milk cartons, juice boxes, plastic bottles, aluminum foil, plastic utensils, plastic pouches and tubs, plastic bags, or styrofoam trays. Even though these items can't go into the compost, as long as they are empty and clean, you can recycle milk cartons, juice boxes, plastic bottles, and aluminum foil. Check your local recycling guidelines for current information on what can be recycled. Plastic utensils, plastic pouches and tubs, plastic bags, and styrofoam trays should go into the trash. These items are made from types of plastic that can't currently be recycled and can really contaminate our compost and recycling collections if they aren't put into the trash. Where do you put your food scraps?
Your food scraps should go into the compost bin at your school. They're green and say compost on them, so you know not to put anything else in.
For food scraps to turn into soil, you must separate them from other trash. At your school, there will be a bin to put food scraps specifically. Separating your items into 3 bins will take a second longer than simply dumping it all into the trash, but I promise your efforts are worth it. What happens to the food scraps once they leave the school? The compost bins are emptied into a larger compost dumpster outside, which is picked up by the compost truck every week. The food scraps leave your school and head to an industrial compost facility. The materials are processed and break down into soil in 3 to 4 months, all made from your leftover food. What can compost be used for? We can use finished compost to grow new plants and food. If you put your food scraps into the trash, they will go into the landfill and won't be used again. By putting your food scraps into the compost, they will turn into a nutrient-rich soil, and we can use that soil to grow new food. This creates a closed-loop cycle where we can recycle all of our food waste to once again grow food.
I put my food scraps in the compost.
Compost is leftover food that can be decomposed. So you put it into dirt and it makes even more dirt for plants and stuff.
We should compost because it will reduce the amount of waste that we put in our dumpsters every day.
Mother Nature is what's keeping us alive. And I believe if we turn Mother Nature into trash, us humans will not be able to survive.
If you had food like a strawberry and you weren't going to finish it and you took a couple bites out of it, you could put it in the compost because then it could turn back into dirt.
I think we're currently in a state where we need to help give back to our planet because we've taken so much, and composting our scraps is an excellent way to do that.
I think we should compost because if we litter, it's bad.
I like composting because it's full use of all of the resources that we have. We're not wasting anything.
We can plant flowers and compost. We don't want to make greenhouse gas.
I like compost because it helps our environment.
Composting is the easiest action you can take every day to help fight climate change and protect our environment. Many students have already pledged to be food waste warriors at their school, and now you can too.